You get in your car, you turn on the AC, and instead of that rush of ice-cold air hitting your face, you get warm, weak, pathetic airflow that does absolutely nothing. Sound familiar? Here's the truth nobody tells you. Your car AC is not broken. It is just begging for one simple maintenance routine that almost every driver on the planet completely ignores. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Before we go any further, a quick safety note. Everything in this video is beginner-friendly. No advanced tools, no mechanic degree required, but always make sure your engine is fully off and cooled down before touching anything under the hood. Stay with me for the full video. Do not skip ahead, because every single step builds on the last one. If you miss even one part, you might not get the results you are looking for. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because we put out practical car care content every single week that saves you real money. Now let us fix that AC. Your car's AC system was built to handle normal weather. But summer heat in 2025 and 2026 has been brutal. We are talking about temperatures pushing past 100 degrees Fahrenheit in places that never used to see that kind of heat. And when outside temperatures spike like that, your AC system is working 2, 3, sometimes 4 times harder than it was designed to. The compressor is under massive strain. The refrigerant pressure is fluctuating like crazy. And here's the big one that nobody talks about. The airflow pathways inside your car are completely choked with months, sometimes years, of dust, debris, pollen, and grime. All of that builds up quietly. You never see it. You never think about it. And then one day in July, you turn on that AC, and it just fails you. That is not bad luck. That is a maintenance problem. And maintenance problems have maintenance solutions. Here's everything you need for today's fix. First, a new cabin air filter. Depending on your car model, these run between $1 and $5 at your local auto parts store or online. They are universal across most vehicles and incredibly easy to find. Second, a can of compressed air. You probably already have one at home. If not, it costs about $2 to $3. Third, a garden hose or a spray bottle filled with clean water. Fourth, a soft brush. An old toothbrush or a paintbrush works perfectly. And finally, a flathead screwdriver. That is your entire toolkit. We are spending under $5 total, and we are about to transform your AC performance dramatically. Now, let me give you a quick science lesson. And I promise to keep it simple. Your car's AC system works by pulling air from outside and from inside the cabin, cooling it and blowing it at you. But here is what happens over time. That cabin air filter, which is the filter responsible for cleaning the air before it hits you, gets completely saturated with dirt. And when that filter is clogged, airflow drops dramatically. Your AC blower is working full power, but barely any air is getting through. It is like trying to breathe through a sock. On top of that, the condenser, which is the part sitting in front of your radiator, gets plastered with bugs, leaves, and road debris. The condenser is responsible for releasing heat from the refrigerant. When it is blocked, that heat has nowhere to go. The refrigerant cannot cool down properly. And the air coming out of your vents stays warm and weak. 2 problems. 2 simple fixes. Let us do it. Step 1 is locating and removing the cabin air filter. In most cars, the cabin air filter is located either behind the glove compartment or under the dashboard on the passenger side. Some vehicles have it under the hood near the windshield. Check your owner's manual if you're not sure. It takes about 30 seconds to find the page. On most cars, you simply open the glove compartment, press in the sides to release it, and it drops down to reveal a small housing unit. Pop open the clip or unscrew the panel, that is where your flathead screwdriver comes in, and slide out the filter. Now hold it up and look at it. If it is gray, brown, or black, and if it looks like a miniature city skyline of dust and debris, that is your problem right there. A filter that looks like that is not filtering anything. It is just blocking everything. Set it aside and do not put it back. Step 2 is cleaning the filter housing. Before the new filter goes in, take your can of compressed air and blow out the inside of the housing unit. You want to clear out any loose debris that has accumulated in the channel. Then take your soft brush and gently sweep the interior walls of the housing. This takes about 1 minute. It makes a significant difference in how clean the airflow path is. Step 3 is installing the new filter. Take your new cabin air filter out of the packaging. Notice the arrow on the side. That arrow indicates the direction of airflow, and it must be pointing in the correct direction when you insert it. Slide the new filter in smoothly. Close the housing, clip it shut, or resecure the panel. Fold your glove compartment back up. That is it. That one step alone can increase your AC airflow by a measurable amount. But we are not stopping there. Step 4 is inspecting and cleaning the condenser. This is the step that most drivers, and even some mechanics, skip. Walk to the front of your car. Open the hood. Look at the very front of the engine bay. You will see the radiator, and right in front of it sits another unit that looks similar. That is your condenser. Take a close look. You will likely see a layer of insects, leaves, seed pods, and general road debris packed into the fins of the condenser. In some cars I have seen, the debris layer is half an inch thick. When the condenser is blocked like that, air cannot pass through it efficiently. Heat gets trapped. Your refrigerant runs hot. Your AC blows warm. Step 5 is flushing the condenser. Take your garden hose, and this is important. Use a gentle setting, not a high-pressure jet. You do not want to bend the delicate fins of the condenser. Spray water through the condenser from the engine side toward the front of the car. You are pushing debris outward the same way it came in. Work from top to bottom in slow, deliberate passes. Use your soft brush to gently loosen stubborn patches of packed debris before spraying again. This process typically takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Rinse thoroughly until the water running off is completely clear. Let the condenser air dry for a few minutes before starting the car. A clean condenser can improve your AC cooling efficiency dramatically, and in extreme cases, the difference is night and day. Step 6 is checking your refrigerant level. Now, I want to be upfront with you here. Checking refrigerant is not something you can do just by looking, but there's a simple and safe indicator you can use. Start your car, turn the AC to maximum cold and highest fan speed, let it run for 5 minutes, then check your AC vents with your hand. The air should feel distinctly cold, noticeably below room temperature. If, after cleaning your filter and condenser, the air is still blowing lukewarm or only mildly cool, there's a strong chance your refrigerant is low. In that case, most auto parts stores sell refrigerant recharge kits that connect to your low-pressure AC port and allow you to top up the system yourself. These kits come with a gauge and instructions and typically cost between $20 and $40. For vehicles that are older or have a known leak, I always recommend taking it to a certified technician for a proper refrigerant top-up, because improper handling of refrigerant can be dangerous and is regulated in most countries. But for a standard low refrigerant situation in a maintained system, a DIY recharge kit is a legitimate and effective solution. Now let me show you the results. Before this maintenance, drivers typically report weak airflow, warm or lukewarm air, even on maximum settings, musty or dusty smells coming through the vents, and the AC compressor cycling on and off erratically. After replacing the cabin air filter and cleaning the condenser, the difference is immediate. Airflow through the vents is noticeably stronger. You can feel it on your hand from 2 feet away. The temperature of the air drops dramatically within the first 60 seconds of turning on the AC. That musty smell is gone. The system sounds quieter because it is not working as hard. And the cabin cools down in a fraction of the time it used to take. This is not a small improvement. This is your AC working the way it was designed to work before years of neglect choked it down. A few key safety notes before you go. Try this yourself. Always make sure the engine is completely off and has had time to cool before working near the radiator or condenser area. Never spray high-pressure water directly at electrical components or wiring in the engine bay. If you are using a refrigerant recharge kit, read the instructions fully before connecting anything. Do not overfill refrigerant. More is not better and can damage your compressor. For cabin air filter replacement, check your specific vehicle manual if you are unsure about the location or clip system to avoid breaking any plastic housing tabs. If your AC still struggles after completing all these steps, the issue may be a failing compressor, a blocked expansion valve, or a refrigerant leak, all of which require professional diagnosis. But in the vast majority of cases, and I mean the overwhelming majority, a clogged cabin filter and a dirty condenser are the primary culprits, and fixing both costs you less than $5 and under an hour of your time. Here's the bottom line. Your car AC is not failing because summer is hot. Your car AC is failing because it has not been maintained for the conditions it is now being asked to work in. A new cabin air filter and a clean condenser are the two most overlooked, most impactful, and cheapest AC fixes you can do yourself right now without a mechanic, without a lift, and without spending more than a few dollars. You just need to know what to look for, and now you do. If this video saved you money or helped you understand your car better, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it helps this channel reach more drivers who are suffering through hot summers with weak AC and have no idea why. Drop a comment below and tell me when you last changed your cabin air filter. I guarantee most of you are going to realize it has never been done. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video, because next week we are going into something even more powerful. We are going to show you a single 5-minute trick that dramatically reduces fuel consumption in stop-and-go summer traffic. You do not want to miss that one. Stay cool, stay smart, and I will see you in the next video.